luck, ladies. Break a leg means good luck in the theater. Calm down.
Back off, Riley. She's my jackpot.
2030, Sean wins, but a crowd chases him. He fights them off, escapes, and hides in a house, but the lady there tries to kill him. She calls the lottery team, gets a $22 million check, and appears on TV. Meanwhile, Katie arrives in LA to restart her acting career. On the bus, she helps a little girl and confronts the girl's father. Katie also realizes she stole an old lady's watch. She wishes for bodyguard protection and notices how violent everyone is. The next lottery is for $3.6 billion, and Noel prepares his weapons while singing the Ninja Turtle song. Katie rents a room, but it's a mess, and her annoying roommate, Shadi, makes it worse. Shadi's boyfriend, DJ, slaps Katie as a prank. Katie wakes up to find a leak ruining her clothes and spends her savings on a bad outfit. She takes a cab where the driver makes inappropriate comments. At an audition, Katie shares her childhood story and accidentally activates a lottery ticket, making her a target. Other actresses and workers attack her, but she defends herself with stage fighting skills. She hides, but more attackers pursue her. After being ignored and punched, she lands in a yoga class where chaos erupts. Noel crashes through the ceiling, save her, and offer protection. He explains the lottery rules, and Katie reluctantly agrees to his contract. Noel uses her to fight off attackers and keeps her safe. They try to escape, but a lottery drone tracks them, causing more attacks. Noel explains that killing directly is forbidden. While driving, they are chased, and Noel fights off attackers with helmets and fast driving. A Molotov cocktail is thrown at their car, but they escape into a warehouse, though the chase continues. Katie wants to quit the game, but can only do so by leaving the city. Noel shoots a man with his dart and drives in circles to escape enemies. The dust helps them leave quietly until a Molotov cocktail reveals them. Katie insists on quitting, so Noel agrees to take her to the nearest quit line. However, the bikers find them again, and the chase resumes. An enemy jumps into the car, and Katie steals her knife while Noel prepares his darts. After the woman bites Noel's arm, he hits her with a mirror and tells Katie to drive. Noel moves to the back seat, puts a helmet on the enemy, and kicks her out. They escape through a wall after another Molotov is thrown, and Katie knocks out a biker with a helmet. The car breaks down, and Katie tries to run, but Noel stops her, explaining he won't get paid if she quits. Katie throws sand in his face and punches him. A police car appears, but the officers want to kill her. Noel fights them while Katie runs. She hides in a wax museum where Shadi and DJ try to find her. Katie hides behind a statue but is caught, leading to a fight. She defends herself with a statue staff, escapes into a horror room, and presses a shutter button to trap Shadi and DJ. Noel appears in a police car and takes Katie away, but she does not trust him. They are chased by the tour bus, and Noel wishes they had a bunker. Katie remembers the taxi driver. They arrive at Machine Gun Kelly's house, where he thinks Katie wants something dirty. The bus appears, so Katie takes Noel's dart gun and forces Kelly to open his panic room. They go inside, put Kelly to sleep with a dart, and try to close the door. A crowd gathers in the living room, and an arm tries to hold the door open. Noel gets ready to shoot it, thinking it's aiming at Katie, but she shoots the arm with a dart to make it retreat. They finally close the door. Inside, the room is fully equipped, and they can watch the crowd on the security cameras. Katie keeps the gun aimed at Noel, but he sits beside her and shares sweet facts about himself to show he's a good guy. The keychain falls from Katie's pocket, and when Noel mentions it looks cool, Katie opens up. She became an actress for her mom, who loved movies and knew Hollywood could be tough. Her mom gave her the keychain to remind her she'd be proud of her no matter what. Katie made good money as a child actor, but her dad ran away with all of it. Noel listens and comforts her, so she gives him back the gun. She asks why Noel would help her quit, and he explains his priorities: saving lives and making enough money to keep. Outside, the crowd keeps trying to break down the door. Shadi slaps Kelly to wake him up, but he does not respond. She drags him into the pool and forces him to give the door password, which is 6,969. Katie and Noel see everything happening, and Noel gets mad because he has no choice but to make a call for help. He orders something called a phone strike and quickly puts Katie's phone in a safe. They hold the door as Shaddy uses the password, but the crowd stops when their phones all start ringing with an amber alert. It turns out to be a trap, and their phones explode, causing burns. While everyone is dealing with their burns, Katie and Noel escape, but Noel stops to put out flames on someone's groin. Outside, a group of guards is waiting with cars that can't be damaged and rubber bullet guns. They only want Katie, but she demands they take Noel too. On the ride, Katie asks if Noel works with these people. He explains he used to, but is now a freelancer. Soon, they arrive at a headquarters where Katie meets Lewis, who runs the security company. Katie is not impressed because Lewis keeps mocking Noel and asks to leave the city. Lewis gives her a new phone and says she's in the safest building in the country. He shows off some grenades in his pocket with only 4 hours left in the game. Lewis gives them a tour and shows a wall of winners they have saved, though their names are anonymous, and they have not had many clients. He explains they charge 30%, and Katie signs a contract after agreeing to give Noel a share of the money. They see on the security cameras that the crowd is gathering outside. So Lewis decides it's safer to move Katie to an underground hideout using decoy cars. First, they get medical help for their wounds, and Noel shares more about his past. He used to be a mercenary with Lewis, sent around the world to kill bad people. But one day, he realized his victims were not always bad and quit the job. The mission failed, and only Noel and Lewis survived. Now, he gives most of his money to the families of his victims and teammates. Katie shares that her dad used to be her manager and made her work non-stop since she was 8. When she turned 18, she told him she wanted to manage her own money, so he took it all and left. Katie had to care for her sick mom, who passed away a month ago, leaving her with only $600 and a bus ticket to LA. An employee brings a prosthetics machine, and Katie puts her face inside. The machine makes her look like an old man. Noel is worried because moving Katie out does not make sense. The facility is too expensive to keep running with only 30% of the old prize money, especially since they have not had many clients lately. After Katie changes clothes to complete the disguise, Noel realizes that Lewis is only pretending to protect the winners, but he's actually planning to kill them in secret. Lewis takes them to a car, and Katie keeps asking him to let Noel come along, but Lewis refuses. Desperate, Katie kicks Lewis in the groin, and Noel uses the distraction to open the garage door. He shoots all the guards with his darts as the crowd rushes in, but they do not recognize Katie and ignore her. Noel pulls her out and gives her a key card he stole from a guard, telling her to run while he buys some time. More guards appear and hold Noel down, while Lewis kicks him for information. Suddenly, all the decoy cars, controlled by AI, drive off with Katie hiding in one of them. Lewis sends people to follow her. Katie takes the mask off and takes control of the car, which changes its route, alerting Lewis's system. Meanwhile, social media goes crazy because the drone has lost track of Katie. As long as she does not make any mistakes, she'll be safe from the pursuers until the end. She gains fans that see her as a hero. Later, Katie is about to leave town but gets a call from Noel, who tells her to turn around or he'll kill him. He keeps stabbing Noel, but Noel tells Katie to save herself. After some hesitation, Katie turns the car around and agrees to meet Noel. Meanwhile, Lewis takes Noel to an old theater and reveals that during their mercenary days, he always knew they were killing civilians but did not care because it was easy money. Lewis admits he does not like to share, and that is why he killed their team, making it look like it was Noel's fault. They only have 15 minutes left. Katie grabs a bolt gun from the glove compartment and runs into the theater, where she finds Lewis and Noel on stage. She threatens to hurt herself so no one can get the money. Lewis does not believe her, so Katie tells him he will kill her anyway. She shows him that she's recording everything for social media, so he cannot deny it later. Katie starts talking about how terrible her life has been and almost pulls the trigger. Finally, Lewis drops the keys to the handcuffs and asks for a deal. Katie pretends to give him the gun, but instead kicks him off the stage, showing she had been pretending the whole time. The other players rush toward her again, and everyone she met today shows up at the theater, blocking all the exits. Katie grabs whatever she can find to slow them down. Suddenly, someone grabs her leg and makes her fall. A cop tries to help, but Lewis kicks him away and keeps fighting Katie. A crowd bursts into the theater, and Noel fights while handcuffed, singing the Ninja Turtle song. The chair breaks, freeing him. Katie takes Lewis's weapon, throws Noel the handcuff keys, and he frees himself. Noel fights Lewis while Katie faces Shouty with a katana, disarming her and knocking her out. With 4 minutes left, Noel fights Lewis, and Katie climbs stage decorations for safety. Lewis grabs an axe, but Noel uses symbols to defeat him. The lady from the bus tries to climb, but Katie kicks her off. Noel destroys decorations to stop others from following. Lewis's men form a human ladder for him, and he reaches Katie. As they fight, Katie activates a grenade with her keychain, killing Lewis. Katie falls but is caught by her fans. She hugs Noel and promises him 50% of the prize money. She rejects acting, and 6 months later, Katie and Noel work on charity projects, including a protection agency, a self-defense school, and a center for troubled kids. Noel is sued for his Ninja Turtles-themed pizzeria, and they go on a vacation on a super yacht. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. Thank you for watching.